All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here at this residential fishing spot. We got 3 ponds here. I was here the other day and we caught 30 fish in 2 hours. I'm here with Elijah. He's already caught 3 fish, so I think today's gonna be a good day. Today we are gonna be taking a look at this mystery box right here. So I picked this up at Dick's Sporting Goods for $19.99, and we're gonna see how many fish we can catch just with what comes out of this box. So I've got a brand new rod right here. So we're gonna take my DC SLX. I said that backwards. Anyway, we're gonna take this reel, put it on this rod, and we're gonna set this up and see how many fish we can catch just with what comes out of this mystery box. So let's get right into that. All right guys, so we've got the reel on this new St. Croix rod. So we're going to open this up and see what comes out of it. Satisfying feeling, just like that. Putting that in the bag so it doesn't get lost. And we're gonna see what we've got to work with tonight for catching these bass. And look at that, we've got a little crankbait, we got some soft plastic, we've got a headbanger. I don't know what's in there, but I know Headbanger's a good brand. We've got one of these heads, which I know these fish love because I fished with last night. And we've got this Thunderhawk jig. So I think what we're gonna do is, let's see, what are these? All right, I think we're gonna start with this. It's got a lot of movement. It's small enough these fish can get around it. I think we're gonna use a size 1 hook, and we're gonna see what they think about this soft plastic right here. And I'm so mad because I just ruined 3 Yamamoto worms because I closed my tackle box on them and cut the tails off. So that is really depressing, but whatever. So once again, 1/8 ounce Texas rig weight with the size 1 hook, and we're gonna see what happens. All right guys, so we're tied on with that jig right there, all sorts of movement. So we're actually gonna go over to this fountain, over to this bridge right here. There's a little rock ledge, and I suspect that if there's any big fish in here, that is where they are laying at. So we're gonna Texas rig that. Well, maybe not. We're gonna see if I get hooked up on anything. But so we're gonna actually leave that hook exposed. Sorry about the fountain noise. But so yeah, we're gonna cast in right here and see what we get. All right. So that's the first cast with this new rod. I like it, I dig it. Let's see, do we get hooked up first cast? Did we get a hit first cast? Oh, well, I was moving it too fast. That's why we didn't get a hit. I was right on top of the water. I just saw it pulling up. All right, we need to work it a little slower. All right, there's not enough weight on this lure, and it doesn't sink quite as well as what I was using the other day. So we need to actually work it a little slower just to keep it down on the bottom. I've never fished with a GoPro before, and it feels weird because the way I usually would set the hook is right up in my chest, and it is not suitable for that. Oh, I feel a bump. Set the hook, set the hook. All right, we got one. We got one, we got a fish. We got a fish right there. Look at that little dink right there. So we got our first fish of the day. I don't know, probably solid 4-pounder, 5-pounder, maybe a little more, I don't know. So we're just gonna plop her back in the water, see if we can catch another one. All right, so Elijah's over there. He's actually checking out the side of the pond that I have not investigated yet. I am going to try and fish along this bank because there is a rock ledge right there. Right there, there's a ledge. And so I'm hoping that if there's any big fish, that's where they're hanging out at, in the safety of that ledge right there. This new rod feels pretty nice. I'm still getting used to the GoPro, and I'm still getting used to the shorter hilt right here. But oh my God, I wasn't even moving it. It was just laying on the bottom and a fish hit it. Oh, he got off. He got off right at the end there. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. All right, well, in case you guys can't tell, this place is cheating. This place is literally cheating. You would have thought that we were fishing at a hatchery. It's insane. Let's see if we can stop missing fish. How's that? Elijah's over there. I'm sure you all can see him. He's caught 3 fish in the time it's taken me to cast twice. So I don't know if that tells you anything. We'll see. Got one. Hopefully I don't lose it, but you know, not a great track record so far. All right, we got him. Right there, beautiful little fish. Once again, no monsters in this body of water, but if there are, that is the quest today, is to find them. Toss them back in. I'm actually gonna cast a little closer to the bank and see if we can find the monster that we've been talking about that may or may not exist. All right, let's cast straight out into the fountain, right where the fish are. Probably gonna get a hit right here. Let that sink. Oh, we're hooked up. We're hooked up. Nope, we're not hooked up. We're not hooked up at all. Let's see if that'll catch a fish. Everyone, Elijah thinks that he's gonna catch one on a bare hook. He really does. I'll tell you what, I'm not a big fan of this soft plastic. I'm getting hits on it, but they're not getting the whole thing in their mouth. Got one. Oh my God, he just skipped across the water. He's a monster. He's a monster. He's a monster. Let's get the hook out of this guy's mouth. There we go. All right, so we've now caught a couple fish on this hook, this hook and this lure. I think we're actually gonna check out the possibility of a smaller profile lure, see what happens. So we're gonna head over to the tackle box, see what happens. All right guys, we were told by a resident that we need to go up to the counter and ask if we can fish, even though we spoke to a resident earlier and they said it'd be fine. So we're gonna get our things and go up to the counter and be like, hey, y'all mind if we fish, and see what happens. So let me fix this and get our stuff packaged up here and we'll see what happens. All right guys, we have been told to leave the premises immediately by an old gentleman.
Driving over.
And then there was another guy in a blue shirt who was very polite and asked us to leave. So we're gonna head to another pond and knock on the door and ask the homeowners if we can fish in their front yard pond. So that'll be about a 10-minute drive and I'll see you there. All right guys, so we are at the next location and the homeowners are not here. So I'm gonna cast once or twice while Elijah's in the car. He's looking for another pond because we don't want to upset nobody. So we don't want to fish here without actually finding the homeowners and asking for their permission. It's time to call it a day here. We don't want to upset nobody and we cannot get official permission from the homeowners. So off to the next spot. All right guys, so my first impression of the Bass Mystery Box. Honestly, for $19.99, I feel like you can buy hooks, sinkers, and 2 bags of Yamamoto worms. Maybe a couple different brands if you want to get some variety. But the truth of the matter is, I do not think that you're better off buying the mystery box, especially depending on the time of year. Spring or fall, you might have an easier time because the fish are going to be more active. But especially in the summer, where it's really hard to catch fish anyways, they're not very active. You're going to have your own hooks anyway. You're going to have your own sinkers, which most fishermen have. But I think for $19.99, I didn't love the lures that came with the mystery box. So I would say spend your money and just buy what you know works, or see what works and buy that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.